Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new rebuild on FIFA 23. We're going to rebuild Manchester United, or attempt to, and as you can see we can play as a designated manager, real manager. Ten Hag. Does that look really like Ten Hag there on the right hand side? Eddie Howe, he looks pretty similar. Steve Cooper, who's just escaped the sack. He's got a new contract, surprisingly. Conte, let's have a look at Conte. Yeah, Conte, yeah, nice. Everybody looks how they should be, I think. But Ten Hag, I'm not so sure. Board expectations there on the right hand side. We have got a transfer budget of £245 million. And yeah, we've got a lot of players to get out of this club, I feel.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
Looks quite nice. Welcome Ten Hag. He lifts up his #1 shirt. Doubt very much he wants to be a goalkeeper though. We will be doing a 5-year rebuild. We will be simming every game, picking the side, doing the transfers, having a look who wins, what happens, who does what. And hopefully we'll get United back to the pinnacle of European football as well. And if we can, within the 5 years. If you want to see some more of this FIFA rebuilds, then please let me know down in the comments. Let me also know what sort of teams you would like me to rebuild at the same time. Smash a like on the video as well for more, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This way it'll let me know whether you want to see some of these rebuilds, and also it does help the channel quite a lot. So let's jump into it and let's have a look at the squad as well. Menus seem to have changed quite a lot. You can go into the center. Okay, that's the team, that's the preferred squad, so we will have to mess around with that a little bit as well. But let's go into the squad then and let's have a look. De Gea is going to be obviously our #1 goalkeeper. We have got Dean Henderson. He's out on loan at Forest. Tom Heaton, I really don't know why we got him, to be fair. Especially if we brought Dubravka in. I've just got no idea why they've gone and done that. Is it cheapness? I've just got no idea. Tellez has gone to Sevilla in Spain. We've got Shaw, Malacia, Williams, Fish. I mean, Williams at 21 years old, can he get any better? Is he somebody that we can move on? I've got no idea. Some of these players we would like to move on, but they're out on loan currently, so there's not a lot we can do. Shaw and Malacia are our left backs at the moment. Williams, probably send him out on loan, so we'll do that. Fish, he's out on loan already to Hibs. Varane is going to be our #1 centre back, alongside Martinez. Bailey's out at Marseille. Harry Maguire, he's going. Sorry, Harry. And Phil Jones as well. We're going to get rid of them. Do we hang on to Lindelof or do we hang on to Twanzebe? I'm really not sure what we should be doing with these guys. But 24, 27. Lindelof is okay, I guess, but he's not really that quick, I don't think. I think we'll hang on to him, but Twanzebe possibly send out on loan. Centre-backs, we've got plenty of them. Bernard, hot prospect, we'll send out on loan as well. Mengi, not so sure, Mengi. We got Delay on the right-hand side, who's playing really well at the moment. Laird, he's out at QPR. Wan-Bissaka, again, another strange one. We haven't got really many right-backs. We're going to have to hang on to him unless we move him along and bring in another right back possibly. We could do that. He's just not really forced himself into the team at all, but if anybody comes in for him, we could do something there. CDMs, we have got Galbraith. I mean, he's 21 years old. Can he come straight into the side? Possibly not yet, especially with Casemiro and McTominay. McTominay, do we really need to hang on to him? He is playing well at the moment, but he does tend to hide quite a lot. So unless there's somebody out there, we can look to move him on as well. Midfielders, it seems to be ample midfielders. So we've got Iqbal as well, 19 years old. Send him out on loan. Van der Beek, I'm not so sure what we're going to do with Van der Beek. 25 years old, but he should really be playing, I think, alongside Eriksen. We've got Bruno. Fred, I'm not a fan, to be perfectly honest, but he is tenacious. He can tackle, but he can't pass or keep the ball. So that's going to be really, really difficult as well. So I'm really not sure what we're going to be doing with him. Mejbri, he's out on loan at Birmingham. Eriksen, I mean, to be fair, 29 years old. Eriksen's 30. Bruno's 27, actually. We have got Elanga and Anthony. So again, some of these players I think we'll add to the loan list. Short hire as well. Diallo, he's out on loan at Sunderland at the moment. Garnacho, he's very, very good prospect. Contract expiring in 12 months' time. We are going to have to look at extending his contract as well. There's a lot of contracts to deal with. Sancho as well has that special something. I do feel it should be Sancho and Anthony out on the wings, but we have got Martial. Is Martial's time up at the club? Some people probably say not, especially with Ronaldo as he is. 37-year-old Ronaldo, he still should be in the side, but Martial is banging on the door and he's in superb form at the moment. Elanga, do we hang on to Elanga? I guess so. Rashford also. Unless there's somebody out there that we can bring in, then we can move some of these guys along. But Martial, I'm torn. Do we bring somebody else in? He is 26 years old, but we'll see how it goes. I think we put enough players either on the market or out on loan currently, so that might diminish our squad at the moment. We've just given De Gea a new contract, 200 grand a week. No signing on bonus either. Phil Jones has now left the building, which is excellent news. He's gone to Galatasaray. I think it was around about just over £2 million. Ten Hag, one of his first deals to let go some of the deadwood, and Phil Jones has finally gone. He looks a little bit sad, but there's Ten Hag and his assistant there looking very pleased with themselves a little bit. Ten Hag looking all that suave, but he's gone to Galatasaray, £2.3 million. Now, is this a deal? This is a new thing as well, a bad negotiation. You could have made £350,000 more profit if you were demanding during negotiations. Am I bothered? It's a reasonable offer. We've doubled his wages. We've got our man. So Osman, welcome to the team. Absolutely superb. We have our first signing, ladies and gentlemen. A forward, a replacement really for Ronaldo, and here he is coming into Old Trafford. Oh, there's Ten Hag the man. No socks, I've noticed. I'll catch you later. I'm on the phone. Good form. Legs are moving. Nice. He knows how to cycle. And there he is lifting the Team Viewer shirt. Wonderful stuff. We have our first signing. Osman. Transfer in now from Napoli. £70 million. What are they going to say on this deal? I see. Okay. It's a good price. Right, we play our first game in the this cup competition in the friendlies, and it's a 2-1 loss to Villarreal. Ronaldo scoring, Morelos and Gerrard for Villarreal. Disappointing, to say the least. Okay, Dumfries is a player that we're looking to bring in on the right-hand side, which probably leave the way for one of our right backs, Delo or Wan-Bissaka, to move on. More than likely Wan-Bissaka. But let's offer a transfer fee. So market value is £30 million. Where do we want to go with this? 50 million? Let's have a look. Probably be insulted by it, to be honest. Let's have a quick look. We're ready to offer you £50 million for Dumfries. I'd say that's a reasonable offer. Okay, that was pretty easy. Currently on 63. Let's give him 100 grand a week. We've still got a bit of budget left, actually. I didn't realise how much we have left. I wasn't even looking. But let's submit that offer. What do you say? 100 grand a week. Almost double. Is he not? He's not taking it. It's a reasonable offer. The client's happy with that. There we go. Another sign-in. It's Dumfries. Welcome to the club, which probably paves the way for Wan-Bissaka to move away. Familiar sight at the front of Old Trafford as Dumfries walks through there. He's got no bags with him. Do we supply? Oh, Ronaldo greets him. Even better. Wow, I've not seen this before. Wow. Okay, he's on the treadmill. Ronaldo's nodding his approval. And another signing. So is this going to be another good deal, I wonder? He's having a word with everybody there, with Casemiro there also. Look at that crisp shirt there. Dumfries on the back. Number 4. He is going to be our right back. Welcome to the club. Right. Okay, how good is this deal? £50 million. I think that's quite cheap. 82 rating. Good squad player. He's going to come in straight ahead of Wan-Bissaka though. And it's a bad negotiation. Really? We lose 2-1. Wow. Lindelof comes on for Varane. Rashford comes on for Sancho. Anthony does score, but it's disappointing yet again. 53% possession this time round. 4 shots, 4 chances. we're not doing particularly well. So far in this Challenge Cup standings, we are off the pace. Lost both our games. We've got Athletica and Real Betis. I'm not sure whether we just play 3 games or not, but we are lying in 7th position without any points. That's disappointing. I think we've got 1 more game to go against Real Betis, and hopefully we come away with some sort of heads held high there. We're playing for pride now. Another game then, Real Betis, to get some pride back into this pre-season tournament. Dumfries is going to be on the right-hand side. We have got Ronaldo back into the side, Malacia back into the side as well, and we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do a bit more traditional 4-2-3-1 formation. If we quick sim it, and we hopefully get a victory. We do get a victory. Anthony scoring, Malacia scoring, and who else? Anthony again with a brace. Excellent stuff. Nothing much from our strikers though. If Arsenal are willing to pay that much, can we go and ask for a little bit more? This is so we've set a price at 28, and we won't be willing to sell less than that, are they? We don't want to see that. So we're willing to pay 28 million. It's done. It is done. Wan-Bissaka is going to go off to Arsenal. Chance to sell Maguire up to 29 million. Real Sociedad, they're offering 24. We've got rid of Maguire, everybody. Wow, that is some deal. Real Sociedad, quite happy to take him. 25 million. I think it's a good deal. I think currently he's just not worth anything more than that. Harry Maguire finally leaves Old Trafford. He's gone. It's Real Sociedad that do pick him up. He's quite tall, actually. It's a shame he can't head, he can't pass, he can't run. Wow, it goes with his little brown bag. I think Ten Hag will be happy to get rid of him. How good a deal was this in the end? A decent price. Okay, we can't argue with that. We see the sad face of Fred now leaving. We are getting rid of some players now, making room for some new ones to come in. Ten Hag expressing his... Well, he's sad, I think, to let Fred go, but a deal came in. We couldn't turn it down. And another one of the old era goes. Ten Hag now starting to put his stamp on this side a little bit. Fred now to Barcelona. Is that a good deal? £18 million. Probably not in the eyes. Oh, wow, bad negotiation. You could have made £200,000 more profit if you were more demanding. No. Right, we're going to attempt to try and get Frankie de Jong. Can this be done? We'd sell him for 156. I mean, that would be all our budget, really. Quite literally. We want to try and get another defender in as well. Let's counter. Let's propose another one. Let's have a look, see if we can. What about... We're willing to pay 130. Also willing to offer Van der Beek. That's more realistic. We can agree to that. Let's stay in touch. See you soon. So... the question is now, can we afford his wages? Let's say 270. Is that a lot? Let's have a look. 270. We'd also like to further a 300 grand after 20 appearances. It's a reasonable offer. He's coming. Frankie de Jong. Welcome to Old Trafford. Wow, that is a big coup for the club. Frankie de Jong and Bruno in midfield. Maybe Casemiro as a DM possibly. Don't know. We shall see, but that would be wonderful stuff. But de Jong looks really good though, doesn't he? Look at that top. Number 17. Crisp. Welcome to the club. Wow, that is fantastic. We've got our man. It's got to be a good deal. £130 million plus Van der Beek. It's an 88 rating. Decent buy. Seriously, you're having a laugh. The side looks pretty good. We've moved Bruno to the right hand side. Casemiro more centrally as a CDM. De Jong on the left hand side. I mean, this side looks pretty good now. Apart from the centre back option, Martinez, I'm hoping he's going to grow a little bit more. Malacia as well. We've got De Gea. The back four, Dumfries, Varane, Martinez and Malacia. We've also got Casemiro, De Jong now, and Bruno in the midfield. Ronaldo up front, although Osman can play there, so we're going to look to use him as well. Rashford could come inside, come in for Sancho, who's going to be starting. Anthony on the right-hand side. What a side. And Calvin Bassey, we could bring in as an extra backup, a 22-year-old backup as well. Not very much either, to be fair. We have got Lindelof at the back. Tuanzebe's going out on loan, I think. I think we're very short on the centre-backs now. So with no Harry Maguire now, and a couple of them have gone out on loan. 38 grand a week. You know what? Yes, let's just get this over the line. Calvin Bassey, welcome to the team. Our final signing, just as a backup. Next season we're going to go in hard and go in for a star centre-back as well, with Varane getting a little bit older. To play alongside Martinez. Maybe Timber. Maybe we can get Timber next season. But here Bassey comes in. Another signing. And hopefully we'll get to see much of him this season. There's Ten Hag once again. Nice to see you. Welcome. And he goes off again. Business. So £16 million Calvin Bassey from Ajax. A decent buy, a D, really. So let's go through our side currently then. So we've got De Gea in goal. We've got Varane, Martinez centre-backs with Malacia and Dumfries out on the wing-backs. Casemiro sitting in just ahead of them. De Jong, Bruno, Anthony, Sancho and Ronaldo up front. Him and Osman are going to be sharing that role, I'm hoping. So just before we sim our first season then, we have played a couple of games. We beat Southampton 2-1. We do lose to Wolves, but we draw with Liverpool 2-2. A very, very good result to see there. The current table, we see ourselves in 10th position. A win, draw and a loss, 4-4 all the way across the board. Chelsea lead the way on 9 points, 3 from 3. Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, even Leicester are up there as well. The Europa League, we have been drawn against Real Sociedad. So Harry Maguire, we could, if he plays, we could get some goals. Ross County and Vista Plotch as well. So without any further ado, let's simulate our first season. We'll come back and we'll see what we've done. Well, lo and behold, we finish in second position. That's phenomenal. 26 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses, 80 goals scored, which is 3 less than Man City. 46 goals conceded, 34 goal difference, and 84 points. Only 4 points behind the eventual winners, Man City. That is phenomenal. Spurs finished 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Chelsea 5th, Arsenal 6th. Any surprises there near the bottom? I'm guessing no. Forest is still in the division. Brentford, Brighton and Southampton all go down. The FA Cup was won by Newcastle. We lost 3-2 to Newcastle United did. That's unfortunate, but we do get to a final all the same. The Carabao Cup, Man City pick up that trophy with a 3-1 win over Wolves. The Champions League, Liverpool lift up that trophy against Sevilla 2-1. Amazing. And the Europa League, it's a shame that we don't win that one, but we don't even get to the final. Inter beat Roma 1-0. Let's have a look, see where we did finish then. So did we get to the semi-finals? No. Inter Sporting and Roma Latium as well. We don't even make the quarter-finals. That's getting a little bit disappointed there. Man City coming into the Europa League at this point. That is harsh. The round of 16. Did we eventually get into this one maybe? We lose 5-4 in aggregate to Milan. Did finish top unbeaten as well, which is a real shame as well. I mean, we get to the round of 16. I expected to go far in this competition. We didn't make it. Let's have a look at our squad then. 35 goal Ronaldo with 10 assists. Anthony 27 and 9, which is not too bad at all. Sancho comes in with 16 and Bruno with 12 and 14 assists. Superb. Frankie de Jong 6 and 7. Casemiro doing well. Rashford not doing too bad. Delo playing 55 games ahead of Dumfries, which is surprising. I'm not going to lie. Martinez doing quite well. Malacia getting 2 goals as well. Osman 2 goals in his 22 games. I would expect him to do a bit more than that, but hopefully he'll just improve as well. Bassey getting a goal as well. Our centre back as well. He played 43 games. Well done. Ericsson 1 goal in 22. We've got some youngsters here out on loan. Henderson playing 35 games for Forest. All these players are out on loan here. Let's go and do some business. We'll come back and we'll have a look at what we've done. And our first order of business is to get ourselves a centre-back. And Matthijs de Ligt, oh yes, you've heard me, from Bayern Munich. We have just plucked him out of the air. £90 million and 100 grand a week, I think it is. we needed another centre-back. Varane is getting a little bit older as well. And he just pushes himself straight into the back four, which is absolutely outstanding. That's one signing and one signing so far. De Ligt, nice and crisp shirt in there. Wonderful stuff. Right, let's see if we can just stick him into the team in just a second. So straight alongside Martinez, we go and bring in De Ligt. Wonderful stuff. I mean, that makes our side look a little bit better as well. Casemiro, I think if we might hold him for another season. Osman's going to jump straight into attacking role. We may offload Ronaldo. He is getting a little bit older now, though, so maybe a bit controversial. We have got Rashford on the bench and Martial, but Martial's currently injury prone at the moment, isn't he? So we may look to move him along. We may even look to move Shaw along as well. We're just not quite sure yet. With a lot of players in the squad, Tellers we're hoping to move on as well. A player moves out the door. It's Martial. Martial is one of the first casualties to leave the club. He goes to West Ham. Moyes was in the office not long ago. We decided to take him up on his offer. We have got Ronaldo, who recently signed an extra year extension to play alongside Osman as well. But Martial, I'm afraid he's gone. So for £29.2 million, he goes to West Ham. It's bad negotiation. Apparently, I could have made an extra 100 grand. Seriously. Wow. Ethan Laird has gone out on loan to Ajax for a year. It's a good job well done, I think, on that. Another signing hits the door, and it's Upamecano. Another centre-back. We are living on the edge here. We've got De Ligt. Now we've got Upamecano to play alongside Martinez as well, who's really rapidly improving. We just need to sort out our wing backs now. But Malacia on the left hand side looks pretty good. Dumfries on the right hand side, not too bad, but we do need another backup. With Delo there as well. We're not sure how long he's going to stay. But Upamecano, what a fantastic steal here. It was a swap deal as well, with Alex Tellez going the other way, plus £36 million. I think that's quite a good deal. Okay, they don't see it that way, but it's a good price either way. Lindelof has now left the building. We say goodbye to a centre-back. We have got Upamecano. We have got De Ligt. There's just no room for Lindelof now. And being one of the older players as well, we're just getting rid of the old players that really just haven't really improved or really stamped their mark on the team. But we do say goodbye to Lindelof, sadly. Eric Bailey goes to Burnley for £8.6 million as well. They don't like that deal. Wow, we could have made an extra 100 grand. Really, is that all we're after? And Lindelof, as we saw, goes for £18.7 million to Atletico. Bad negotiation, apparently. We could have made an extra 800 grand. So Upamecano comes straight onto our bench now. Our bench is looking pretty good now. We've got a youngster. Two youngsters actually on the bench, centre-back and centre-forward, Abe and Bernard. It's one of our stipulations in the objectives that we have to get a couple of youngsters through the door and playing a couple of games. Rashford, we've got Ronaldo still there. Not sure what we're going to do with Ronaldo yet. He's here for another... We've extended his contract. Delo on the right-hand side and Upamecano for these guys here. I mean, we have got a really strong team now. I don't think there's anything more we can do. Possibly another goalkeeper at some point. And we've just got a lot of youth academy players now. Bassi, we need to get him actually up here now. And as we can see, James is just coming through the door. We're on first team name basis now, don't you know? But Maddison is in the house. He comes in. He's going to take the bench from McTominay now, I think. So whether McTominay now leaves... That could be the next question, but we might just hang on to him just for an extra backup from midfield. But I think at the moment, it's going to be looking pretty good for our side now with an extra player. I think that could be the final signing unless somebody decides to go. But £38 million now, is this a good deal? Well, he's 84 rating. That's good. He doesn't slot straight in though, unfortunately. Bruno's 86. But bad negotiations, right? You £12 million. There's no way we could have saved £12 million on him. I don't think so. What stupid... What is EA doing here? Let's go and get Maddison here onto the bench then. He has to take over Ericsson, doesn't he, I'm afraid? Ericsson over McTominay. Ericsson is getting a little bit older as well. have to think about, well, who do we move on? So the transfers that we have made, Fish has gone to Toronto on loan. We have brought in Madison for £38 million. Lindelof goes to Atletico Madrid for 18.7. Medri's gone out on loan. Eric Bailey's gone to Burnley for 8.6. Another couple of loanees gone. Upamecano comes in for Tellez and £36 million. More loaners, Medri, Savage, Laird. Martial goes to West Ham for £29 million. And De Ligt comes in for 90th. Our star signing for this season is De Ligt. So I think we've done some pretty good business, I feel. Let me know down in the comments if you agree. Currently, our squad looks like this. We've got De Gea in goal. We've got Martinez and De Ligt. Dumfries and Malacia. We've got Casemiro, De Jong, Bruno, Anthony, Sancho and Osimhen up front. Ronaldo is on the bench. He's got another year extension. Rashford and Maddison. We've got two youngsters in Bernard and Abate as well. And Upamecano with Delo. We have got Ericsson and McTominay on the bench. I'm just wondering whether to bring him in instead of Delo. I think I might do that anyway. Ericsson comes back onto the bench as we have Delo, Shaw and McTominay. Them three we could possibly do without. Maybe next season we'll look to move them on as we look to improve our side further. Some of the results gone through already this season. We beat West Ham 2-1. Newcastle we draw and Wolves we win. And currently we are lying third in the table behind Chelsea and Man City on goal difference. Newcastle are right behind us as well with Burnley, Leeds, Liverpool and Everton. Where's Spurs are in 9th, Leicester 10th, West Ham 11th. Arsenal struggling down in 15th position currently with Wolves, Bournemouth and Norwich occupying the relegation seats. The Champions League we have drawn Villarreal, Monaco and Kiev. So without any further ado, let's simulate our second season. We'll be straight back with the results. I don't think the season could have gone any worse. And we finished in 8th position, 56 points. Wow, Liverpool lead the way. Chelsea, Man City. Man City finished 3rd. Spurs, Villa, Newcastle and Arsenal all finish above us. 67 goals scored. That's not an awful lot. So leading goal scorers, and we didn't appear on there. Anthony finished with 18 goals this season. With Osimhen with 16. It's not an awful lot in the league at all, is it really? Assists. Wow, we've got De Jong doing well with 10 assists. Anthony with 9 assists from 38 games. But again, it's not an awful lot. We expect a little bit more than that. And Sancho as well with 8. Okay, so it's not too bad. We've got our 3 main players in there providing, well, what we would have expected, a lot of goals. Clean sheets. How well did we do this time? De Gea. 5 clean sheets in 38. That is not good at all. Which suggests that the formation could be a little bit wrong for us. So we'll just have to go back to the drawing board on that and re-inspect it, I guess. But we do win the FA Cup. We beat Liverpool 3-1, which is absolutely outstanding. So, okay, maybe they concentrated too much on the cup competitions while we finished lower in the league. But a 3-1 victory over our rivals in the FA Cup final, superb. Liverpool, however, go on to win the Carabao Cup, getting to the final once more, this time defeating Manchester City. The UEFA Super Cup, Liverpool beat Inter. Liverpool get to another final in the Champions League this time, just falling short, this time to Real Madrid 2-1. What an achievement by Liverpool, getting to all cup competition finals. Europa League was won by Barcelona. Arsenal lose to Genk in the final of the Europa Conference. Let's have a look how far we did. Where did we falter at? So we lost to Bayern Munich on penalties 4-3 after losing 2-1 away but winning at home. But 4-3 on penalties, so we do bow out at the quarter-final stage. So it's not to be scoffed at. I think we've had a not bad season cup competition-wise, but I think we just gave too much in cup competitions than rather the league. So how did some of our players fare? So Osimhen's gone up by 4 up to 87. Anthony's an 89. Bruno's gone down a little bit, so maybe it might be time to move him along. We'll see how he has performed overall. De Jong's gone up, Sancho's gone up, both 90s, and Casemiro 90 as well. At the back, De Ligt 89, Martinez 85, which is gone up by 3, but not an awful lot. Maybe we need to bring somebody else in as well. Upamecano possibly. Malacia 85 gone up. Dumfries, he's not really changed at all, so maybe we need to look at the wing backs this season. De Gea has gone up by 2, but to 89, which maybe a goalkeeper as well, possibly. But there are a couple of players that we may need to look at a little bit more closely. Ronaldo, we'll see how he's performed. He's an 83 now, so we might have to move him along. Rashford, Maddison up to 85. Possibly he comes in for Bruno. Who knows? Maybe he might have a better season. Right, goals. Anthony, 34 overall. Osman, who's probably his first season, really. So we'll see how he gets on. We'll give him one more season. 23 goals and 2. Sancho, 10 and 14. De Jong, 9 and 14 assists. That's pretty good, actually. Not bad at all. Bruno, 9 and 6. Not that great, really, when you think De Jong's assisted 14 times and it's his first season here. But Bruno only did play a handful of games. Ronaldo, 7 goals in 24. That's not too bad at all at the age of 39. Maybe it might be time to cash up on him. Maddison did play 25 games, though. So 4 goals, 4 assists. Almost as good as Bruno, who played a lot more games. Malacia, 3 and 3. Rashford did score 3 goals. Casemiro, 2 goals. De Ligt, 1 goal in his 44. Martinez, 1 and 3, which is pretty good. Bernard, he got 6 games. Well done to him. And he got a goal as well. Excellent stuff. Bassi played 32. That must have been a sub as well, possibly. McTominay played a couple of games as well. Delo, Elanga. Upamecano got a few games as well. Same with Dumfries. I'm assuming it's him and Delo was sharing the party, I guess. Dean Henderson has now left. £20 million. He's gone to Newcastle. They don't like that deal. They think that we could have got an extra 100 grand. Who's concerned about that? Does it really warrant an F? I don't particularly think so, but we are now in the market for another goalkeeper, at least a backup. Dean Henderson is on his way out, unfortunately. We weren't really playing him, whether or not he got some game times. De Gea remains number 1, but we are now going to have to look for a new goalkeeper, I feel. It's a shame, but we can't keep him on high wages as well. So we're going to have to reduce some costs somewhere. And unfortunately, Dave Henderson has to go. We have just made our first signing, and Reece James comes to Old Trafford, the right wing back from Chelsea. Well, I'm absolutely over the moon with this. It was either him or we were going to go for Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Reece James comes in slightly cheaper than Trent, it has to be said. Very exciting young prospect. 23, 24 years old, I think he is. Which now will mean Delo will have to move on. We still got Dumfries, but James is going to just stroll straight into the squad. With an 87 rating, I think it was last time we looked. But I'm very excited to see. So, £85 million. Was that over the odds? I don't know. 88 rated. Superb. So, it's better than I thought. He'll come straight in. And I'm not sure what sort of side that is, though. But bad negotiations. We could have saved you £25 million. What? I say what? In exchange for Delo. Pretty interesting deal. Not that much money. It's in a swap deal plus £30 million. He's not a first teamer, that's to be sure. So maybe we could use to sell him on. I'm just not quite sure yet. It was Marcos Antonio, £13.5 million as well. I think that's a pretty good deal. A C. Wow. And finally, Scott McTominay, after a few years at the club, not really getting any game time, we sadly let him go. We are in the hunt for a central midfielder, but I don't think Scott is the guy to carry us forward. Just not really improved that much at all, but he does finally go. He goes off to Benjamin Calcio for £33.7 million. Again, bad negotiation. That's just obscene. We may have pulled off one of the transfers to date. Casemiro is going the other way. And it looks like we may have got Pedri. And we certainly have. Pedri walks through the doors of Old Trafford from Barcelona, and it's Casemiro that has been given up to go the opposite way. A lot of money has been spent on the young man, £80 million plus Casemiro. Is that a good deal? Let me know down in the comments. Is that something that United could possibly do? Probably not at the current climate at the minute, I guess. But that is some signing. That is £80 million plus Casemiro. It all depends now whether Casemiro wants to go over there. I'm sure he will do. But is that... No, they're still not happy with it, though. It's a good price. An 88 rated player. Casemiro's 90, I think he was. And I think he could come straight into the team, obviously. And it does mean we will change the side a little bit. Another signing is on the cards. And we've just brought in another goalkeeper to, well, compete against De Gea. De Gea has been conceding quite a lot of goals recently. But we bring in Onana. Wow, I can't believe we've managed to pull this deal off. And it was a part exchange deal as well while he's going through the medicals. Eriksen could be going the other way. Atletico Madrid were coming in for him as well. They were offering 25. But we may have pulled off something else. A swap deal. 13, nearly 14 million plus Eriksen for Onana. I think that's quite a good deal. 84 rating is not that far behind De Gea. So hopefully... he'll get a bit of game time this season, and if not, and F negotiation, what on earth? We could have saved £12 million. How? Right then, so our squad going into this season, we're going to start off with De Gea in goal. We have got Onana on the bench, so hopefully he'll come on a few times and get a bit of game time as well. Delay Upamecano at the back, Martinez on the bench as well. We've got James and Malacia out on the wing backs. Malacia needs to improve drastically this season, I think. Otherwise, we'll be looking for another left back. We've got Pedri, De Jong, Maddison in the midfield with Sancho and Antony out on the wings with Osimhen up front. Ronaldo, Rashford, Bruno, Antonio. We've got Dumfries, Martinez and Onana on the bench. Right, we had the friendly competition and we did win it, actually. We beat Sociedad and then Atletico Madrid 3-0 and 3-0, both games. Then I think that's Frankfurt. Then we beat Liverpool in the Charity Shield 1-0, so that's a wonderful victory. Then we beat Palace, Fulham, Aston Villa for a clean sweep in the results in the league so far. And now we're about to start our season. So far in the league, like last time, we're currently in third position. 3 from 3, only conceding 4 goals, scoring 7, 9 points behind Newcastle and City. Chelsea, Arsenal are below us. There's confirmation of winning the Charity Shield against Liverpool. Fantastic. We get a trophy straight off the bat this season. In the Europa League, we play Anderlecht, Young Boys and Djurgårdens as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. Little group going there. I would expect us to get through this and hopefully do slightly better than we have done previously. We finish third this season. It's a massive improvement from last season. 24 wins, 9 draws. A lot of draws again. 5 losses. So almost least of all. But Man City only lost 2 games. And they finished 4th. We finished a point ahead of them as well, actually. So that's really good. But a point behind Liverpool and 5 points behind Chelsea. Disappointing we didn't get to win the league this time round. But Bournemouth, Wolves and Brighton go down. Top goal scorers. Osimhen gets 22 goals this season for us. 3 goals off Abraham for Chelsea and Kane for Tottenham. But not that far behind, actually, to be fair. Anthony, once again, 21 goals. Superb. Assists, well, would you look at that? We've been asking for assists for a long time. And we topped the bill with Sancho and De Jong, 13 and 12 respectively. Clean sheets, De Gea gets 8 clean sheets. He tops the bill this season. Absolutely superb. That defence has really shored up plenty, haven't they? We also win the FA Cup. We smash Nottingham Forest 5-1 in the final. Get him, boys. Carabao Cup, we've gone and won that one as well. We beat Charlton 4-2. Barcelona go on to win the Super Cup 2-1 against Real Madrid. The Champions League has been won by Atletico Madrid with a 2-1 victory over PSG. And we do not find ourselves in the final of the Europa League. Amazing. Fenerbahce beating Dortmund in the final. We got to the semi-finals. We lose to Fenerbahce 3-2 on aggregate. And Newcastle go on to win the Conference League 2-1 against Feyenoord. Osman's gone up to 88. Sancho 91. Maddison 86. Be interesting to see how well he has performed though, because it just doesn't seem that great though, to be fair. Anthony hasn't moved from 91, De Jong 91, Pedri 89, that could have made a difference. Upamecano up to 85, De Ligt 90, James and Malacia. Malacia hasn't gone up really that much on 86. Maybe we look for a world-class left back, possibly. We'll see how we get on. De Gea reaches 90. So if I have a look at goals then, Osman 35 goals this season, superb. Anthony 27. Osman, that's what we want from you, son. That is fantastic. 26 years old, 35 goals. Anthony 27 and 11, and he's only 25. Fernandez, Bruno, 25 and 11. So he has played a lot more games then. So what happened to Maddison then? I'm not really understanding. But 25 goals for Bruno, 11 assists. Sancho, 15 and 14. Our front line is fantastic. Malacia still gets 5 goals, 2 assists. Rashford plays 26 games, 5 goals and 1. De Jong, 4 goals and 18 assists. Wow. Martinez still played 57 goals, bless him. So what happened to Upamecano then? De Ligt, 56 games as well. Pedri, 56, does well, 2 and 3 in his first season. Maddison played 39 games, 2 goals, 4 assists. I don't think it's going to cut it, is it? We're going to have to look possibly for another one maybe. But he is a 86 overall. Bruno, 88 he's moved to, so maybe we move Bruno back in. But he is getting on a little bit now. He's now 30, so maybe we look to move him along and bring another first-class player in. We don't know. We'll have a look. Or we move Maddison on, or we keep him as a backup maybe. I don't know. Reece James, first season, superb. 1 goal, 2 assists, and he's moved up to 89. And Marcos Antonio, he did get a few games as well, bless him. So that's not bad for the 24-year-old Brazilian. Dumfries, 24 games as well. Alanga, he played a few games, and Bassi did. Pilestri, he got onto the field a few times as well. Anybody else? Some of the youngsters there. Bernard, and again, a couple of games. Twanzebe, nice to see in the Europa League and the Premier League again. Shaw gets a couple of games. Maybe we look to move him along and bring in another left back, possibly at 29 years old. He's not getting the game time he deserves, I don't think. Oh, Ronaldo, 3 games. Upamecano played for 24 games and De Gea 63 with 13 clean sheets in the end. And our first signing going into the new season, we bring in Ronald Araujo from, well, he was at Barcelona, now at Liverpool. Now he's through the doors of Old Trafford. And going the other way is Upamecano. He didn't really get much game time, as we saw. Martinez was just far superior. But Araujo comes in at a whopping 88 rating, I think it was. But £50 million plus Upamecano. It's I think that's quite a good deal. We'll have a look. It's an A. We finally get an A deal. Wow, that's a first and an 88 rating. Wonderful stuff. Good squad player. He's coming straight in for Martinez. So already our back four looks really good. I think now, unfortunately, we have to try and find a left back if we can. We've just gone and brought in another cam. Maddison could be out the door. Xavi from Barcelona turns up at Old Trafford. We've got Pedri. Now we've got Xavi. We're starting to look like an international side here. It looks absolutely fantastic now. £69.7 million it's cost us. That was what his release clause. They disagreed with it. They think we could have done a lot more with that. But you know what? We decided to go with it. 150 grand a week, and we wanted our man. So onto the bench comes Xavi. Very excited to bring him in. 19 years old as well. Maddison, we're going to let go, I think. But I'm wondering whether to bring him straight into the team or use him for the last season. In fact, I might put him in now. Bruno back to the bench. And it's starting to look quite a different side altogether now, isn't it? James Maddison has now left. He's gone to AC Milan for £83.7 million. Is that a good... It's a C. Wow. I'm quite amazed at that. Good price even so. But we could have made an extra £17 million more. Okay. Come on, EA. You come and do the negotiations then. The search for a left back is over. Alphonso Davies comes through the doors of Old Trafford. We've got him. Sancho greets him as well. Fantastic news. It does pave the way for Luke Shaw to leave if he hasn't gone already. And on the back of Maddison leaving, that's the money we've been waiting for to bring this chap in. So it's an upgrade on Malacia, although he is still going to be our backup. But a very, very good backup all the same. Is this a good deal? It has to be. £110 million. Rating. It's a great deal. Another fantastic deal we've got through the door. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And a rating of 90. Boom. That is a massive upgrade to our Malacia. Excellent stuff. So player value 93. Asking price was 142. And we only paid 110. Absolutely marvellous stuff. Right, just a couple of updates on the transfers then. So Bertrand has gone to Hermannstadt for £370,000. There's the confirmation. Davis, £110 million comes to Old Trafford. Maddison goes to AC Milan for £84 million. Laird goes to RC Kelter for £7.89 million even. Iqbal goes out on loan. We bring in Xavi for £70 million. Pelestri goes to Valencia on loan. Luke Shaw goes to Monaco for £36 million. And Araujo comes to Old Trafford in replacement of Upamecano and £50 million. The squad, De Gea, James, De Ligt, Araujo and Davies at the back. It looks absolutely stunning at the back, that really does. De Jong and Pedri with Bruno ahead of him. Xavi on the bench. Anthony, Sancho with Osman up top. So far we are lying in second position after 3 games, 2 wins and a draw. Liverpool heading the table with 3 out of 3. Everton, West Ham, Arsenal, Spurs right behind us. We have, however, won the Charity Shield once again with a 3-2 victory over Chelsea. So that's a first trophy on the board for us this season. The Champions League, we have drawn Lyon, Porto and Copenhagen. Hopefully we'll get out of that group as well. So without any further ado, let's simulate season 4 and we'll be straight back after. Wow, would you look at that? We've just only gone and won the league. 29 wins, 6 draws, 3 losses. Absolutely phenomenal. 86 goals scored, 35 against. Wow, and 93. I mean, that is 14 points clear of second place Spurs. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City or below. Liverpool finished in 6th position on 70 points. 23 points behind ourselves. Wow, I can't believe it personally. Burnley, Middlesbrough and Leicester get relegated. Forest just survive. The player stats for this season then, it is Jesus tops goal scoring with 23 goals. Fernandez is on 20 goals. Anybody else? Osman 17 goals for the season. Not an awful lot in the league though, to be fair. And Anthony on 16. Assist wise coming from De Jong, 9 assists, 12 being the most from Havertz and Diaz of Chelsea and Liverpool. But yeah, we're some way behind though. Anthony with 8 assists and Bruno with 7 as well. Okay, so we've got quite a few up there. Clean sheets. De Gea gets 10 this season, equaling traps of West Ham as well. We go on and win the FA Cup as well. That is the treble done. 4-2 over Sheffield United. The Carabao Cup, we don't seem to get to the final, but Man City do take it. So it's a Manchester clean sweep in the domestics. And we've won the Champions League. Yes, that is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. That is all we asked for, really. We have won all the trophies apart from the Carabao Cup this season. We beat Liverpool in the semi-finals 4-2 on aggregate. After PSG beat Dortmund 7-2. Wow. We also beat Man City 2-1 in the quarterfinals. The round of 16, we beat PSV 5-2 on aggregate. And the group stage, We win that with 3 wins, 3 draws, finishing top of the group. Bruno top scores with 26 goals for the season. Anthony was 26. Osman 23. Sancho 22. 4 players on 20 goals plus. Rashford comes up next with 9 goals. We've got De Jong 9 and 14, still getting his assists in there. Pedri does well in his first season, 6 and 8. Diallo played a couple of games. He's actually on loan at Spurs. He gets 4 in 8. Reece James 4 and 5. Araujo 2 goals. De Ligt 1 goal. Davies 1 goal, 1 assist. Martinez plays a few games as well, 1 goal. Mengi. Right, I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave that here then, folks. Done what we wanted to do. We were going to do a 5 season, see if we can go ahead and win it, but we've done it within 4. If you enjoyed this sort of rebuild, then please let me know down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Smash that like button. Also, if you want to see some more rebuilds like this on the channel, especially on FIFA. We will be going back to doing some more FM rebuilds as well once FM 23 comes out, and that won't be too far away. But if you want to continue seeing some more like this, then please let me know. And also let me know what sort of teams you want me to go and do next. And until the next time, folks, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.